In this video, we compare two Mercedes SL55 AMGs, the new R232 and the old R230. Let's start with the release year. The R232 began production in 2021 and is still in production today. The R230 went on sale back in 2001 and was produced until 2011. Obviously, the newer the car, the more relevant and reliable it is. We count the first point to R232. And what about the price? The new R232 costs more than $140,000, for which you can buy, for example, a Porsche 718 Cayman GT4. In turn, the R230 is several times cheaper, only $28,000, or two new Chevrolet Sparks. Let's compare the dimensions. The R232 is 185.2 inches long and 82.7 inches wide. The R230 has a length of 178.5 and a width of 71.5 or 72, depending on the year of manufacture. I think that I agree with many that the smaller the car, the more convenient and practical it is. Here's a rough size comparison of the two cars. Although the difference in the dimensions of these SL55s is small, we still count the points in the R230 position. Okay, what about weight? The R232 weighs 4,299 pounds. Will the R230 be lighter? Yes, he weighs 4,155 pounds. Another point for R230. Let's take a look at the wheel drive. The R232 has only 4MATIC all-wheel drive. The R230 has only rear-wheel drive. And here the question is, safe acceleration with a hook or drift? What is best for you? It's time to compare the engines. The modern SL has a 4.0-liter V8 producing 469 horsepower and spinning up to 6,500 RPM. Pretty good, but the old SL has a 5.5-liter V8 supercharger that puts out 493 horsepower. Yes, the old SL55 is more powerful than the new one. But let's move on to the most important thing. This is acceleration. Is the new R232 going to be slower than the old R230? The R232 accelerates from 0 to 60 miles per hour in 3.6 seconds and from 60 to 124 in 8.4 seconds. Impressive! The R230 is 4.3 seconds and 11.7 seconds. Despite the less powerful engine, the new SL55 is actually faster. The top speed of R232 is 198 miles per hour. The old SL unfortunately has a top speed limit of 155 miles per hour. So here the R232 overtakes the R230 again. A quarter-mile race. The modern SL55 puts an end to the question of speed and acceleration. It is really faster in everything. Braking test. Brakes are also a very important parameter in a sports car, and they are better on the R232. The current SL has 196.9 inches less braking distance from 60 miles per hour. Time to fill up with petrol. Let's just compare the volumes of the tanks first. The old SL has more. Okay, we will keep in mind. Now the fuel consumption. 14 mpg city, 21 highway and 16 combined. Such is the appetite for R232. And as we see in R232, it turns out to be even worse. It is not surprising, because here the engine is bigger, +1 for the modern SL55 AMG. And now let's hear how the SL55s of different generations sound. I think you agree that the old one has a more brutal sound. Here +1 to R230. Let's look at the safety rating of these cars. The new SL55 has an all 5-star rating, a fairly reliable and safe car. The old SL also has not bad results, but worse. Obviously, most modern cars are much safer than their older models. Let's take a look inside the interior and take a look at some of many modern features. I think it's clear here that the technology in 2021 is much more advanced than back in 2001, and in general, these cars have a very big difference in their interiors, a definite plus to the R232. Now let's open the trunk. How much can you put in your SL55 AMG? R232 can fit 2 suitcases. The trunk of the old SL is clearly larger and can accommodate a baby carrier and 2 more small suitcases. Do you know celebrities who own these cars? Nothing to say about the new SL yet, but the old SL55 was owned by Steve Jobs, Michael Jordan, Jeremy Clarkson and Miley Cyrus. Throughout its existence, the R230 has received a lot of popularity and recognition. R230 has also appeared in some movies and video games. +1 for the old SL for being legendary. What about audience choice? We did a survey on our Old Forceman Cars channel, and most people like the new SL55 AMGs more. No wonder, because the R232 turned out to be better than the old R230 in many ways. In this comparison, it was possible to compare many other parameters of cars, but this is already in other videos. Write in the comments which cars should be compared in the next video.